from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UCLA's offense comes onto the field first today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Potter. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the Duke Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Wide open spaces.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Potter. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Bruins have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Dropping back, it's Potter. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Smashes in between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense looks as if it's coming. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll try the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He's got him. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Pulls it in, it's Lawson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Might be changing the route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Slings it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got him downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Scanning the field, it's Potter. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season.
And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space.
Returner is brought down at the 39. And your UCLA Bruins will take over.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this... A first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
And the Blue Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Pulls it in. It's Card. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
Oh, out of space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 31 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Going right to work up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.